vindication by Christ. Teaches that throughout the centuries, God has been vindicating His name. He will not let evil go unchecked or unchallenged. He will answer it. He will always have the last word for you. God always has and always will. Because He must be vindicated. And in His being vindicated, we will be vindicated. Good. Okay? Other questions or comments? Good stuff. Good question. Okay? Let's go at it from a different angle. It's a complementary angle, but it's a different angle. Let's go to page 3. Page 3, if you will, please. In Revelation, there are clearly 4 sets of 7 that are expanded on. There are 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. Now, 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. And so on page 3, I have Roman numeral 3, a story built around 4 sets of 7. Before I read through that with you, let me give you a chart up here. Because this chart is going to really impact the rest of the time that we have together. Revelation 1:3, 22:7 says the concern of John is how do we live between the first coming of Christ and the final coming of Christ. Now I'm going to give you some categories here, and I'm going to then show you how these categories speak to the Revelation. Remember I told you that John's book is primarily descriptive plus proclamation with some prediction. It's descriptive, proclamation, and prediction. Description, proclamation, prediction. Prediction, it predicts the end of the world. Prediction, it predicts that any godless culture will be judged by God. God will have the last word. But its main emphasis is describing the world in which we live. And here's what John does. I'm trying this out on you. This is what I'm looking on the commentary, so I hope this makes sense. This is kind of raw material that I'm giving you right now. John says between Christ's first coming and Christ's final coming, nothing profound, but it helps us to understand evil happens. Evil happens. We're in the kingdom of God right now. But the kingdom of God is living in the midst of the kingdoms of this world. And that means when there's the kingdom of God, by the way, is not a place. It's discussing the rule of God in our lives. That's what the kingdom of God is. The kingdom of God is not a country, not a particular ethnic group. The kingdom of God is wherever people bow their lives to the rule of God. That is where you have the kingdom of God. So you have the kingdom of God, the rule of God, in conflict with the kingdoms of this world, who are ultimately influenced not by God, but by the evil one, by Satan. Evil happens. Now, let me define what I mean by evil, and these are rather basic definitions, but I need to give you some basic definitions on evil happens. Evil can be simply a two-part definition of evil. I want to see if I already have this in transparency. Two-part definition of evil. Evil happens. Evil can be described as misfortune, suffering, catastrophe. The second level of evil is evil happens when there's sin, when there's rebellion. Now, there's a connection between the two. And I'll bring it together. But we live in an evil world in which catastrophe happens. Tsunamis, earthquakes, famine, Alzheimer's, cancer. We live in a fallen world. Now, do you notice, first of all, I'm sitting down and I'm giving this lesson? Because I'm trying to say, I'm slowing down. Because I'm dealing with a very delicate subject here. And I'm going to talk more slowly than I have in the past, because it sets the stage for what I see John helping us put evil in perspective. So evil happens because we live in a fallen world. Evil happens also because we live in a fallen world because of our sins. Because of either sins we commit or sins committed against us. Now, I'm trying to be as simple and as clear as possible, because let me tell you something. Theologians have wrestled with the very nature of evil for centuries. And the reason why I want to be very deliberate with how I'm teaching here today is that, my friends, we live in a culture which does not know how to understand or explain evil. We don't know what to do with it. This last week, when I read this little story of this little girl down in north of South Carolina who was asphyxiated, it has bothered me all week. I found myself staring at her picture. Now, part of that's because I'm a father. Part of it's because I'm a grandfather. And how anybody can do what was done to her. Our people try to psychologize that, institutionalize it, say, oh, if they've only been non-poor people, if they've not only been better, they've only been better educated. You know the story. You've heard that. Haven't you heard enough? Well, you know what? Sometimes the only way that I can explain things is evil happens. Evil happens. And I'm sick and tired of preachers and theologians trying to pontificate and think that they've got it all pulled together. There are times when I simply have to say, I do not know why this happened. But I do know, Lord, this is not God's will. Okay? So I cannot rid evil. Only God can do that. But I can contextualize it. I can understand it. And that God permits it to happen. And I'll be honest with you. There are times, if you ever read Phil Yancey's book, Disappointment with God, it's a profound book. God's got pretty big shoulders. And I got a lot of bones to pick with God. Do any of you face that? I want to know why some of these things happen. But I cannot know, so what do you have to do? You have to, what do you do then? You continue to trust in God that God will set things right someday, some way, in His own time. That's what John is saying in Revelation. Evil happens. So I cannot explain why a tsunami happens, and 350,000 people are wiped out in Indonesia. We live in a fallen world. Now, I'm not going to be like some well-known TV evangelist saying, oh, God sent that. Or I'm not going to be like some TV evangelist saying, I'm going to pray that this hurricane spares North and South Carolina. Because what if that prayer is not answered? I think there are so many things. There are so many things beyond our understanding. And John realized that. But see, that's why he keeps coming back to the throne, the throne, the throne. God reigns. Even when it appears as if He did not reign. There's a technical term. I'm going to bounce this off you. Called cognitive dissonance. You say, oh, I really sound like a professor. C-O-G-N-I-T-I-V-E. Dissonance, D-I-S-S-O-N-A-N-C-E. Cognitive dissonance is this. A fancy word for this. You hold certain truths, but the reality which you face challenges those truths. You know certain things, but there's dissonance in what you know. There's disharmony in what you know. And so John's readers knew that God reigned. But which was easier, to worship a God who they could see sitting on a throne in Rome, Italy, or to worship a God whose throne is in the heavens? Remember, John's favorite designation for non-Christians was what? Earth dwellers. They would rather worship a throne and a leader on a throne whom they could see. When we as Christians have a reality check, in which we know there's a God on the throne, whom the rest of the world cannot see, but we can intuit, we can see, we have experienced, we accept. Am I making sense this morning? So what John is saying, evil happens. Don't try to explain. You know what? Nowhere does the Bible ever give a clear explanation of where Satan came from. Nowhere. And don't give me this jazz, oh, he's a fallen angel, a fallen star, and all that. It doesn't explain it. It doesn't come up with me. I want to know how and why, but I don't know how or why. You see, the book of Revelation is not interested in the genesis, the origin of evil. The book of Revelation is interested in the exodus of evil. Did you get that? You live with it, you accept it. We live in an evil, fallen world. There are things that I happen to me because of my sin. Right? There are things that happen to me because of other sin against me. But there are other things that happen. I don't try to say this. I wonder why this happens to me. Well, you know what? It just may happen to me because I happen to live in a fallen world where there's illness and where there's disease. And you accept it. Doesn't mean it's easier, does it? Doesn't mean, boy, it must be nice to have faith like that. Because what do you think when John went to bow down to the passage? Do you think he ever wondered, what in the world am I doing here? Here I am. I'm being given this grand vision of God being in charge, and I'm stuck in this island because I'm a Christian. Give me a break, God. And God said, I'm not trying to give you a break, I'm trying to give you a revelation. Because breaks will only come when you die or when I come again. So evil happens. So John's focused on three things. God's response to evil. Non-Christians' response to evil. And how do Christians respond to evil? How is God going to respond to evil? He's going to judge it. See, all these judgments in the past are the final judgment. Where's the Roman Empire today? It is kaput. Oh, Rome, Italy's really a mover and shaker of the universe now, isn't it? Okay? 1,000 years from now, where will the United States of America be? If we're even still be. We'll be a footnote. Like Egypt is in a footnote 1,000 years from now. Okay? Because God will judge an evil culture. He always has. He always will. So John said, how do Christians respond to evil? Well, Christians respond to evil by, you would think, by trusting in God, by finding security in God. But sometimes how do Christians respond to evil? Well, when bad things happen to them, what would they maybe be tempted to do? Give up. Right? Or how do Christians respond to evil? By their own temptation, by their own sin. To give in, to give up, to give in, to give out. To give over to the dark side. Well, how do non-Christians respond to evil? Well, what God desired on the part of non-Christians, how to respond to evil, to either the sin that they've inflicted on themselves, on others, or the catastrophe. God would desire what? That people come to Him, return to Him again, or come to Him for the first time. And with that, are we supposed to take a break at 11 o'clock? I don't have to. 11 o'clock is 2 minutes after 11. And I hate to break it that long, but we need to break it that long. Rev me up for the next 65 minutes or so. So let's take a break for about 15 minutes. Am I making sense here with you right now? Do you understand? We're not going to take a break here. Do you understand? I know that this is not as sensationalistic as a lot of people who you've read and you've heard. But this is timeless. I don't mean that arrogant. They're going to have to write second and third editions of the prophecy books that predict the future. This you can take to the bank. This is timeless. Over and over and over again. So if you ask me, well, where are we on this timeline? I don't have a clue. You know the coming of Jesus may be 1,000,000 years away. I don't know. I don't know. And frankly, I don't get caught up in stuff like that. But I do know this. The key point is that John says, if its coming is 1,000,000 years away, or 1 minute away, are you ready? Are you ready right now? Because that's where it begins. The time is near.